What if your smartphone could betray you? In Alex Murdaugh's case, it did. On June 7th, 2021, this lawyer claimed he just discovered his wife and son shot dead at their hunting lodge. But the phone in his pocket had a very different story to tell. Stay tuned. We'll break down exactly what his phone data revealed and why he would do this. The Alibi. Alex Murdaugh was a respected attorney from a powerful South Carolina family. The morning of June 7th, he called 911, saying he found Maggie and Paul Murdaugh shot near the dog kennels. He insisted he had been napping on the property, unaware of any trouble. To everyone, he had the perfect alibi and the perfect poker face. But investigators quickly noted something odd. Murdaugh's story needed to explain some strange phone data. If he was napping for hours, why did his phone wake up? In fact, his phone had been completely silent until a crucial moment. Court testimony later revealed that at approximately 9 p.m., 16 minutes after the murders likely occurred, Murdaugh's phone suddenly sprang to life. What happened in those 16 minutes? Prosecutors showed a minute-by-minute timeline of everyone's phones. Murdaugh claimed he hadn't been at the kennels at all. But his phone data, and the data from Maggie and Paul's phones, told a different story. The phone speaks. Prosecutors played a video from Paul's phone, taken at 8:49 p.m., showing a dog at the kennels, wagging its tail. Dog collar, dog tail, all hints. Witnesses testified they heard multiple voices on that short clip: Paul's, Maggie's, and Alex's. This was 5 minutes before the killings. Suddenly, Murdaugh's claim, "I was never there," started to crumble. But it gets stranger. After the murders, all 3 phones went dark at once, consistent with the shooting. Then, at roughly 9:06 p.m., Murdaugh's SUV's GPS indicates he started the engine and drove away. At almost that same time, his cell phone dialed Maggie's phone 3 times, again and again, as if trying to reach her. Maggie's phone lit up and even flipped orientation from vertical to horizontal, suggesting it was tossed in surprise. Defense lawyer joked maybe the killer had her phone and flung it. And then, Murdaugh's own phone shows over 70 steps per minute for 4 minutes straight, a sprinting pace far beyond his usual walk. He was pacing fast, as if searching for something or someone. He claimed he was calmly driving to his mother's house, but the data suggests he was frantically moving at the scene. All this digital breadcrumbs directly undermined Murdaugh's story. The iPhone evidence didn't lie. He was at the kennels when Maggie and Paul were killed, and he took off soon after. The only remaining question: why? What desperation or trauma could drive a father and husband to such an act? Psychological profile. Here's where psychology comes in. Investigators later uncovered that Alex Murdaugh was hiding massive secrets. He'd been stealing millions from his law firm and was about to be exposed. Prosecutors argued he killed his wife and son to buy time and sympathy before the thefts came to light. Imagine the pressure: lifelong reputation at risk, public disgrace imminent. Murdaugh even asked a relative to shoot him so his other son could get life insurance. A plan so extreme, it shows how detached he'd become. Psychologists note that in cases of severe stress or desperation, some individuals rationalize extreme measures. He may have believed causing a tragedy would rally support around him instead of suspicion. In forensic psychology, many offenders share traits like antisocial personality or emotional detachment. Under trauma or guilt, people can become numb, disconnecting from their feelings. Studies show symptoms like paranoia and hostility from trauma can lead to violence. We don't have Murdaugh's therapy notes, but his actions fit a pattern: lying, betrayal, and a final catastrophic gamble. Frankly, most of us can't imagine standing at that crossroad. But Murdaugh was no ordinary person. His family legacy once made him untouchable. His downfall likely felt too big to survive. In the end, his own data became the smoking gun. As one professor said, people follow true crime for self-protective lessons, spotting danger before it happens. Murdaugh's case reminds us that even the most perfect alibi can unravel under scrutiny. Learned lessons. This was not just a random tragedy. The forensic evidence unmasked a calculated plan gone wrong. Murdaugh's psychological state, guilt, fear, perhaps megalomania, collided with cold data from his iPhone. In forensic science, technology amplifies the truth. Here, stepping data and camera cues spoke louder than any alibi. So, could you see the signs before they were obvious? Comment below if you think Murdaugh will be found guilty again, now that his convictions were overturned. Don't forget to like this video if you learned something new, and subscribe for more deep dives into criminal minds and cold evidence.